here for Satderpday 3/26/2016. It's going to be another short video because not much has happened this week. Other than the biggest thing was I started my my new not new job, but the new I moved to a different building, to a different location for my job. So that happened, and it's been kind of crazy because it's way busier at this place than it is at the old one. Doesn't help that it's spring break, which was supposed to be like, kind of a fun time for me, but it's been just like work or work. I've had all of my shifts this week have been super long, so trying to get stuff done has been nearly impossible, much more taxing than my old place, which is why there is no Bioshock this week. I have 3 episodes recorded? Two episodes recorded, and I didn't have the time. I was like, get home, and it just totally brain dead. So I apologize for that. It's like the 3rd week in a row now, probably 4th. But everything is kind of going back to normalcy after this because I'll be going back to school after spring break will be over. And my shifts are not going to be as long because they won't need to be. So that's happening. Plus, I'll have the days that I'm in school off of work. So there's that. Speaking of work and school and spring break, I'm like super behind on all my homework. Yeah, I have, let's see, 3 papers and a project due for one class, all on Wednesday, and a project that I believe is due Wednesday for another class, but I actually don't know because it doesn't say in the syllabus. So excited about that. That's actually going to be easier though of all of them because it's from my psychology class, and all I have to do, there's like different projects, and I was going to do the kindness paper, which is just be really nice to people for a day, but I feel like I couldn't do that genuinely without thinking like I need to be nice to people for the class as opposed to doing it to actually be nice. Like I can't separate those 2 points in my mind, so it didn't really make sense, and I couldn't do the the behavior modification project because, again, I wouldn't be able to properly distinguish, like, hey, this is a thing that I'm trying to do. I would have to do it to someone else, but I couldn't do that. And then I couldn't do it myself because it wouldn't be real in my mind. The other one was there's like a thing in my fan vent on my computer, and it keeps clicking. Was pick a famous psychologist and make a resume as if they were writing it. So include like a cover letter and a resume and like all this nonsense, which I could not do that. That's just a research project basically. And then there was the interview a psychologist or mental health worker, and that one I just didn't think about doing at all because I decided to do the kindness paper, but then I was like, you know what, this isn't going to work. So at the very last minute, basically, I have decided to switch. So I am moving to doing that, and I'm actually interviewing Kat's mom because she's a social worker and a therapist. So that technically counts as a mental health worker. So we're gonna hope this works. So that's gonna be like probably the most time consuming of actually doing it, but the easiest to do because I just have to interview her and then write a paper about it. The reason it's gonna be difficult is because I also have to use research from the book and some other sources and then do it in APA style, which seems ridiculously stupid. Why do people do this? Like, it's literally only done because that's the way it's always been done. MLA is so much easier. So there's that, and then in my acting class, I'm supposed to have... He wanted us to memorize a monologue, but then at the end of class, he's like, you know what, I'm probably asking for a lot considering it's spring break, so just have something with you, hopefully memorized. And has to be from a play, and I know like 0 plays, basically, that aren't like Shakespeare. Fuck Shakespeare. So, not really, I just don't... I like acting it, I don't like reading it, or having to do whatever. So there's that. And, yeah, I haven't done that either, so I'm, like, behind. The other ones, the papers for... I think the most difficult one that I literally will be doing last minute is we have to do, like, a volunteer thing. And not even a volunteer thing, just do something that, like, people do. I don't really know how to describe it because my teacher's stupid. So that's going to be the most difficult to do in the next 3 days. And then the others are watching movies and writing papers on those. They have to be 4 pages long, which theoretically, I don't think it'll be difficult just because she doesn't want us to do like any form of narrative or review on the movie. Literally, she just wants us to like go through and list how it's sociological. So it's beyond bullet pointing it. I don't really know what she wants. I'm literally going to be going through like, hey, so this is what happened. And it's like, not even, literally, like, one of the movies is Slumdog Millionaire. So it's like, all right, his primary group is his family, which consists of his brother. And does he have a brother? I think he has a brother. I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie in years. Let's just say his brother and his mom. Like, and then move on to the next thing and just do 4 pages of that shit. So we'll see how that all works out. I have to go to the school library and check out the movies. Slumdog Millionaire, Crash, and Antoine Fisher. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I saw Slumdog Millionaire because it was an Oscar movie, and I saw Crash in my high school level sociology class. So, and then I've heard of Antoine Fisher, but I don't know what it's about. I don't really care, like I said. So that's, yeah, I've been kind of freaking out about all that. And then, yesterday was Snuffles and River's birthdays, and Snuffles wanted to go to Medieval Times, so we did that, and it was crazy fun. Not what I was expecting, but simultaneously exactly what I was expecting. I think it was just that it was better than what I was expecting it to be, or just different. I don't really know. I mean, I don't know really how to describe it. I wish there were more to it, I think is the only criticism I have. Because you go in, and you get your tickets and everything, and then you can take a picture with the princess, which she was annoying. And then you go into like this big area where they have the gift shops and the different stalls and things, and the fucking wine bar. That was glorious. And then you wait until the show starts, and you go in, you find your seats, and you get your food and stuff, and they deliver it to you, and it's just like you were at like a movie theater basically that has like a bar, like a table bar, and then they bring your food to you during the movie. It was like that. And there's like a story to it and everything. And apparently there's like different versions of there's like a bunch of different stories to do and different versions of each one. So it's totally worth going to multiple times because you don't know what you're going to get. And I think that's kind of cool. But I wish there were more to it, like more, like combine that with the Ren Fair. Like not as big as the Ren Fair is, but like have like an area where you can actually like go out and shop and stuff and different things like that. That would be pretty cool. And then they have a torture chamber, and that was great. Not really. just like a little mini museum with like old school torture devices, but it was really cool. Big fan of the torture chamber. So, I don't really know what else. That's like I said, I've been working. I took the extra days to work since I wasn't in school. This is the only day I've had off, and then I'm going to work, and then school, and then work, and then school, and then work, and day off next Saturday. So, yeah, that's been it. So I guess I'm just gonna say I'll see you all on the next time, because I don't really have anything else to talk about. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something, but I really haven't done anything. It's just been like trying to get used to the new place and the way that everything's done in work, and I like it. It's just a lot to take in all at once, so I'm just trying to slowly ease into it. And it's also, like I said, it's been crazy because it's been spring break, so it's a lot busier than it normally would be, and I think that is what's tired me out the most, because at my old place, my schedule was just different enough that it wouldn't have bothered me as much as this place did. So I've been like exhausted all week. Yeah. So, yep, I will see you all later. Have a good week, and yeah, I will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. Bye.